the John Struct. Welcome. Proximity. I am having Lorelei and the Laser Eyes adventure. I'm gonna have to click on the screen so it acknowledges. Presses. Yeah, the computer here. It's been a couple of weeks since I played this because I got distracted by UFO 50 because I was stuck on puzzles. Let's not kid ourselves. But I'm hoping, I do that thing where I'm nervous about coming back and then I immediately solve something. Turns out it's just like because I'm playing at midnight and that's a bad idea. I have got a new notebook. I don't have a section in for Lorelei yet, but I do still have all the scrap paper here. But it's got like puzzles from several games. It's hang on, it might be. I think it's mostly the stuff in pencil here. Okay. So we're gonna look at our mental notes, I guess. Do we start on page 13? Or do we... Yes, we do. So, the astronomical clock. Fuck. How difficult would that be? What are we doing? Toilet. Wash hands? Right. Now we have to go to Octo. This table here. What? Okay, what did I figure out about it? I'm reading it wrong, wasn't it? Yes. Okay, I'll tell you what. I remember the notes for this. There were 4 people, aren't there? Oh good. Oh god. And we want to identify the 4 people by their birth dates, presumably. So, well, let's begin our notes. Lorelei. Block. It says MDC. Might turn this so I can actually get it. God, it's not quite what I thought was going to happen. Can I turn it around the other way? No. Whatever. MDCC B. Nope. MDCCX. Mistake on that page. Thank you, John. CV. I. Okay. Ignoring how messy that is, I'm drawing a pen because this is refillable notebooks. So that's the top one. We'll do them in order, of course. MD CC MD CV CV II. Okay, that's an easier one. MD. This time it's MC. MCM. CMXX. CMXXX. IV. And finally, MC. Lex II. And I don't know why I'm not writing in pencil. That would probably make us a lot easier. We will open up our notebook. Oh yeah, we can't leave puzzles. We must fail to solve them. Then we can open up the menu. Use our photographic memory to look at this. So MDC is fine. So MD, that is 1000. So that is 152. So the top one is 500, of course. Why would you? 1700. DCC. XC. That's 10. That's 15. XC. XC. C. Oh fuck! I'm terrible at this, aren't I? XC isn't a thing. As in, it doesn't flow that way. You minus it because of stupid Roman rule. I'm used to it with V's and I's. It just let's start with the bottom one. We'll do the easier ones first. MCM. Well, already that's a bit of an issue. What MCM? Okay, so IX. Okay, so X is 10. XI is 11. IX is 9, right? So the 10, 10, 10, X by itself. So by the same measure, we have yeah, we put M in the middle. So yeah. I think what's throwing me is that it's gone MD. These Romans, you're stupid. Your way you do numbers are stupid. Faces is stupid. There's no L's either. Did I not read any L's? MD, CCC, XL. Okay, I'm gonna double check that there's no L's because I feel like I missed an L. So MD, MDCC, XC, VIII, sure. These MDCCC, VII, MCM, MCM XXIV, MCM XXX. I already meant II. Okay. wish I didn't do these in pens. So, we'll do everything until it stops making sense, I guess, from the end. So the VIII, I know 5, 6, 7, 8. So 100 CIII. What is 108, right? 108. That's top one. MD 1500. CCX. XC even. Oh wow, I'm just not very good. I'm fucking terrible at this. This is just reading normal. Okay, we'll use that example down the bottom. MDCCC is down there, and I know I already solved these and have these on a piece of paper, but I wanna do it. I wanna do it in my head, you know. But they've got an example for MDCCC. So 1000 plus 500 plus 300. The MD 333. So that's 1000 plus 100. XLVII. But instead of the CCC is so instead I have MDCC. So that is 1000 plus 500 plus 200. So the 1700. And then it gets fucking messy after that. Because of the XC. It's why is there no fucking examples at the bottom with the minuses? Okay, there is actually. MCM. MCM. Those bottom two have MCM, so that's kind of important to me. So 1000 plus 1000 minus. Oh, okay. Got it. It's 2000 minus C. So the MC we'll do okay. MDCCC is 1800. Sure. MCM we now know is well is 19. Oh, but it's like it's not just minus 100. It's minus 100 plus 50. Yeah. It's minus 100 plus 50 because of all that. Is it? That makes things really complicated. Do you know what that? You fuck. I'm awful at dealing with Roman numbers. MCM. Already know MCM is 19. We'll do that because it's going to be minus some shit, I'm sure. Right, so the bottom two are MCM. But they're not minus shit. It's one is XXIV, which is 20. I know this bit. There's 20 24 IV. So 1924. One of them is 1932. I already don't like the order of that, but so I mean it's XXXIV. II. That's it's MLM. 2000 minus 100. XXX 32. That's 1932, 1924. Those are the easy ones, right? MDCCC. MDC. I'm overthinking this, aren't I? MDCCC is exactly what I already put down. So MDCCC is 1800. Okay, 1807. And the top one, the one I'm shit at, is MDCCC XCV. So X is what? 10. I'm really, there's a 10 before the C. So 90. This is the, because yeah, okay. 100 minus that makes it 90. But is it minus all of that? No, it's got to be only minus the X. So 7. 5, 6. 1798. 1798, 1807, 1924, 1932. Okay. And obviously there are some graves, and I'm going to look at the graves again, and I'm going to go, oh, those graves don't look right. But we're going to check anyway. I really wish that did not take that much amount of time. I'm still not confident those are the correct numbers. It might not even be connected to those exact graves. Okay. Because we can't. We need a month to get the star signs. If this doesn't work, 1924, 63. Okay, that is. I'm gonna put a tick on 1924. 32. I'll put a tick on that as well. Those are the easy ones. Seven tick. This has to be 17. First, second, and last. Okay. This is a puzzle, isn't it? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Youngest to pass. So 2 and 8, 3 and 4, and 1 and 5. Sure. She who. Sorry, I've got to get used to the way that That one is centuries. And it's 40 years. 40 is longest. Okay, so you lived for like quite a long time. You lived in 2 centuries. So so first and fifth is 1932 to 2014. That's 40 years, isn't it? 1924 to 1963. None of these tell me dates exactly, but and she died. Oh no, you were 40 years, sorry. And the other one was 39 years. You are 19. Uh, 24 to 1953, and you are 1807 to 1847. That's exactly 40 years. Okay, I don't know how to actually enter any of that information, but we're like gathering information on clearly the 4 characters, right? I get that. We know their names from the room upstairs. But I'll need months, otherwise. We can check our. I'm assuming they're going to be 2 brother-sister pairs. 1847 means 3 graves as well. Might be a robot, so. $1847. The person who was born in 1807 died in Red hallway behind a clock. It's our hours. Minutes and hours are years. Two brothers talking to each other. Big cup of tea. Right. Do have write these down here. Magician, artist, creator. Right. So have where are you? There's a lot of notes here. Lorelei, Lorenzo, Renate, and one. Lorelei. Oh, hang on, we can get them from their pictures. Okay. That's Renate. Okay, I'm going to draw a little picture of this, basically. That's Renate. That's Lorelei. Lorelei. That's Lorenzo. Renzo. Enzo. Okay. Picture. Okay. Now I'm going to look at the statues outside. I figure out how to get there. Unsurprisingly, Lorenzo is the magician. Quite hard to tell from the pictures, to be honest. The dog, of course, always. Renzo is the creator. I think that is a Bob. To make you Renate. So Renate is the artist. And that would make Lorelei the dreamer. Sense. Okay. None of this has helped me open the clock. But it's some confirmed information. So alright, let's move on to something else. Unlock the west door. I've not solved any puzzles, so... Lupus in Fabula. 5 veins. Book in his left hand. Gun is behind the painting. Remember it all. Lupus in Fabula. The woman who comes back from her walk with Rudy trotting alongside her. The man is waiting for her. He is standing by an easel, which there was a pop window placed, poorly painted with red paint, half finished. Man's clothes are stained with red paint. At a nice long walk. The woman does not notice the change in his demeanour. The man is shaking from barely concealed rage. Pulls a notebook from his inner pocket, accusingly. What is this? The woman squints at the notebook. My early sketches for the maze. Is something wrong? It's just a lot of numbers. It's vectors and coordinates for the computer. Take responsibility. Don't hide behind the OCU free. I'm not. I'm just about to create... It's just that to create anything with it, I need to... This window. It's painted red myself. I stained my favourite suit. I didn't know you wanted... It's your job, you know, to know. Well, to do my job, I need directions. Directions are for tourists and amateurs. Simple people who paint waterfalls. I hired an artist. One who understands the rules of the game. Must say I'm very disappointed in your lack of passion. Takes a deep breath to calm down and change the approach to please the man. I'm sorry, the project is a bit confusing at times. What's the windows for? Man stares at her in disgust. Perhaps you should paint a waterfall instead. Anna hands the woman her notebook. Then he storms off. He notices a piece of paper stuck between the pages. Pulls it out. Meet me in the chapel tonight. Do not tell him. So that'd be Renate and Renzo? It's quite hard to tell. Because they look like a younger pair. Don't know. Oh, I know that. I might as well hand this in. Ah, there are pages. Mind. Save our game. What I did there. West door. Check a map. I guess we should check all the map. Is there any like obvious? Can't reach the clubs because we need to go that entire. We go for the clock basically. There's a shortcut back, of course. But the clock is the way through to that entire section. Is that the west door? That's the shortcut. Shortcut. There is a diamond door and a locked room there. Curious about that. This is. Oh yeah, I know what this is. Room in the top left there. That's where I'm standing now, isn't it? Nope, I'm standing. What is that symbol? So there's another window on the far top left there, I notice. Okay, but I'm looking for the west door. Two more scripts, it seems like. So that's about the creator. No. Is not there. Oh yeah, one's called White and one is called Nero. One's white and one's black. Like chess pieces or cards. Sure why I only just noticed that. That's a pretty obvious one. So it's Lorelei Weiss. Renzo. I imagine they each have a suit as well. Yeah, that will come in handy once I have some dates. I bought some games, they just never arrived. There's the west door. So we have a door to... That's an east door, but I can check. With the clock room, the shortcut, and the door right there. That's the only... And access to outside. I'll double check that. What does that take me? It's interesting that I do have the club's key though. That is the 62. One is and don't have a diamond. Clubs, spades, diamonds. Let's go up there because I do have a spade. There's 2 locked doors. There. It's a shortcut. That's a short. Ah. 2 left and 2 on the right. One is that room there. There. Don't think I can do it. No. Sure, fair enough. Stop. Okay. The lock's there, which I checked, not to tree. Cool. Hey, I figured something out for fucking something. 50 minutes. You go, hey, there's a fucking. Hang on a minute. There's a door. Oh god, that took me fucking ages. 53 is already open. Cooking with gas now. Oh, we're not. That's at a weird angle. You're not cooking with gas. Turn the gas off. That is going to be here, presumably. I have one of those. Cool. And a file. There's a file marked case as 63. Okay. Write this down. 63011 RN. Autopsy report. 63. The subject has a substantial visible fracture in the OS frontal. The occipital, whatever. The fracture caused a severe injury to the frontal lobe. The injury is lethal, but in all likelihood, the cause of death is a cervical fractures in the vertebrae C2 and C3, respectively. However, death from the circulatory shock due to the extraction of the bulbous oculi cannot be completely ruled out. That sounds like an eyeball was removed. That's the most bulbous oculi thing I can think of. The extraction of wounds in the orbiter have been caused by a sharp non-surgical instrument. There's probably a book on Latin. There is definitely a book on Latin. Wounds inside the orbiter are similar to those made from a pocket knife. Wounds could be self-inflicted or by someone else. Given the amount of glass found inside the subject, there cannot be any doubt that the subject crashed through a window on the 3rd floor. It is unlikely, but possible the subject fell through the window due to the impact needed to crush the glass. Therefore, the subject most likely either jumped through the window or was pushed. Comments: death by illness or accident is unlikely due to the evidence at hand. The subject has either committed suicide or was a victim of manslaughter, murder, or involuntary manslaughter. Interrogation transcript. Commissar Schmid. Phoning up. When did this strange behaviour start? It was eccentric when I arrived, and then mental state took a turn for worse after a phone call from the production company. You were frightened by him? Not at first, no. At some point you did find him frightening? Yes, I did. What way did he make you uncomfortable? Excuse me, Fraulein. Played with his revolver. His thoughts were very dark. This seems like the same as the script. Espresso cup, revolver, playing card, glass shards, and letter. The paint found on item A, B, C, and D. Blood from deceased found on item D. Exact model or owner of item B not be identified, presumed to be or Italian model. We have ourselves Ace of Diamonds, awesome. There's another breadcrumb right there. Investigation report. Polizzi Andreas Coleman arrived at a hotel last year at the midnight. He was there greeted by redacted in the foyer. They were in a state of shock, spoke about eyes. Being calmed, they showed the officer on site the place of the incident. The deceased was found on the gravel path, lying face down. The legs were facing the house. The deceased's right arm was folded beneath their body, while the left arm was stretched out. A pool of blood had formed beneath the body. The deceased had visible severe head injuries. The deceased had, in addition, severe injuries to redacted. Shards of glass were scattered on the body and around the same. Upon closer inspection, there was additional red liquid near the body, which was believed to be red paint. The 4 playing cards discovered in the inner pockets of the deceased. Second floor window above the body had been shattered. The deceased was dead upon arrival at that place of the police officer. Even the deceased was identified by witness redacted as redacted citizen redacted. According to redacted, the deceased had inflicted redacted upon redacted and then redacted, of course. No definitive proof of foul play has been discovered in conjunction with the death of redacted. Physical evidence points towards redacted. It's been established that redacted suffered a manic psychotic breakdown. There had been conflicting professional opinions on whether the stab wounds in redacted could have been self-inflicted, but the majority state that redacted frenzied state might have been given them the necessary willpower to inflict injuries upon themselves. Further interviews with witness redacted have cleared the doubts surrounding her involvement in redacted's death. Therefore, no further measures will be taken in the case. Full of incomplete and short notes. Fake gun, body moved. Americans. Renzo Nero equals Lorenzo. Ooh. Apparently exactly how they think here.